Listen to me for a minute. Not tomorrow, not after exams, not when you finally feel motivated, right now. Because if you clicked on this video, there's a high chance you're stuck in the same trap that millions of students and young adults are trapped in every single day. You wake up, you grab your phone, you tell yourself, just 5 minutes, but those 5 minutes become 50. Then it becomes 2 hours, then it becomes half your day. And what hurts the most is not even the time you lost. It's the feeling you get after scrolling, that guilty feeling, that empty feeling. Like you just wasted something important and you don't even know why you did it again. You promised yourself yesterday you wouldn't do it today. But here you are, again, and deep inside you're scared. Not because you scroll, but because it feels like you can't stop anymore. You don't need another motivational quote. You don't need another discipline video that makes you feel like a failure. You need the truth. Because I'm going to tell you something that might shock you. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are not hopeless. You are not broken. You are addicted. And no, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means your brain is hijacked. Just like junk food hijacks your body, scrolling hijacks your mind. And if you don't wake up soon, it will quietly steal your focus, your grades, your confidence, and your future. Without making any noise, let's talk honestly. Why do you scroll even when you know it's ruining your day? Why do you keep checking Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat, Facebook, even when you're tired of it? Why do you keep refreshing again and again like there's something waiting for you? It's because scrolling is not entertainment anymore. It has become your escape. It has become the easiest way to run away from stress, pain, boredom, and responsibility. Every time you open your phone, you're not looking for fun, you're looking for relief. A quick relief from pressure. Pressure of studies, pressure of expectations, pressure of being behind, pressure of life. Scrolling gives your brain instant comfort, no effort, no risk. No thinking, just endless content. Endless dopamine. Endless distraction, but here's the sad part. The more you escape, the worse your life becomes. And the worse your life becomes, the more you escape. That's the cycle. That's the prison. And most people never break it. They just keep scrolling. For years. Until they look back and realize they wasted the most important phase of their life on a screen. Maybe you don't even realize how deep it is. You might think, it's not that serious, everyone scrolls? But let me explain how. Serious it really is. Your phone is not just stealing your time, it's stealing your attention. And attention is your life. Whatever you give your attention to, you become that. Your attention is the engine of your success. It is the fuel of your brain. It is the power that builds skills, confidence, focus, memory, discipline. And if your attention is constantly being ripped apart by short videos, useless drama, random reels, then your brain slowly loses the ability to focus on real life. That's why you can't study without checking your phone. That's why reading feels hard now. That's why your mind feels restless. That's why you can't sit quietly without feeling bored. That's why even when you try to focus, your brain screams for stimulation. It's like a drug withdrawal. And listen, it's not your fault. This is designed. It's engineered. Social media apps are literally built to trap you. Your brain loves novelty. Your brain loves new things. And every time you scroll, you get something new, a new video, a new face, a new laugh, a new shock, a new surprise. Your brain releases dopamine, the chemical of craving, not happiness. Craving, and that dopamine makes you want more. And more and more. That's why you scroll even when you're not enjoying it, because your brain is not looking for joy. It's looking for the next hit. This is why you can sit for 3 hours scrolling and still feel empty, because the content didn't feed your soul. It only triggered your craving. And at the end, your brain feels tired, your eyes feel heavy, your body feels lazy, and your heart feels guilty. Now let me tell you the dangerous part. This addiction doesn't just waste time, it changes you. It changes your personality. It changes your confidence. It changes how you see yourself. Because when you scroll, you don't only watch videos. You compare. You compare your life with people's highlights. You compare your face with filters. You compare your progress with fake success stories. You compare your reality with someone else's edited world. And slowly, without realizing, you start feeling small. You start feeling behind. You start feeling like everyone is doing better than you. And that destroys your self-esteem. You know what scrolling really does? It makes you feel productive. Without doing anything, it gives you fake satisfaction. Like your brain thinks it achieves something just because it consumed something. That's why after scrolling, you feel like you lived a lot, but in reality, you did nothing. You didn't learn a skill, you didn't study, you didn't exercise, you didn't improve, you just watched other people living. And that becomes your habit, watching instead of doing, consuming instead of creating. And if you keep living like that, one day you will wake up and realize, you became a spectator of your own life, but I'm not here to scare you only. I'm here to help you break it, because you can break it. You can change it, even if you failed before. Even if you deleted apps and installed again. Even if you tried and gave up. Because today I'm not going to give you useless advice. I'm going to give you a real system. A system that works even if you're weak, even if you're lazy, even if you don't feel motivated. You will learn how to regain control of your brain, step by step. First, you need to understand one truth. You don't stop scrolling by willpower. Willpower is weak, willpower runs out. Especially when you're stressed, tired, or overwhelmed. You stop scrolling by changing your environment, by changing the trigger. Because scrolling is not a random habit. It follows a pattern. And once you understand the pattern, you can destroy it. The pattern is simple. Trigger, craving, action, reward. Trigger could be boredom, stress, feeling lonely, feeling behind. Trigger could be waking up, sitting at your desk, feeling pressure to study. Trigger could be just seeing your phone on the table. Then craving hits, let me check quick. Then action, you open the app, then reward, dopamine. And the brain learns that this is the easiest escape. So the real question is, what's triggering you? Let me guess. Your biggest trigger is boredom, because your brain is not trained to be bored anymore. The moment you have silence, your brain starts itching. It starts searching for stimulation. That's why you scroll even in bathroom, even during eating, even in class, even when parents are talking. Because your brain cannot handle stillness now, and that's not normal. Humans were never meant to live like that. Your mind needs quiet. Your mind needs space. Your mind needs boredom sometimes. Because boredom is where creativity is born. Boredom is where focus is built. Boredom is where motivation grows. When you kill boredom with scrolling, you kill growth. But don't worry, there's a way out. And it starts with one decision. A decision that says, I will not let a screen control me anymore, because you're not a robot. You're not a slave. You're a human with a future. You have dreams. You have a life that can be amazing. But only if you take your attention back. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine your life 1 year from now if you keep scrolling like this. Your grades, worse, your focus, weaker, your confidence, lower, your body, lazy, your mind, restless, and worst. You will still feel the same guilt every night, same promises, same regrets, same cycle. You will waste another year. And trust me, years pass fast, very fast. Today you're 18. Tomorrow you're 25, and that time will never come back. Now imagine the other life. Imagine you break this addiction. Imagine you can sit and study without craving your phone. Imagine you wake up and feel fresh, not tired. Imagine you feel proud at night because you actually did something meaningful. Imagine you improve, glow up, become disciplined, become respected. That life exists. But you can only reach it if you do what most people never do. You must fight the addiction that everyone has normalized. So now, let's begin the actual solution. The first step is not deleting apps. The first step is not buying a dumb phone. The first step is not turning off notifications. Those are helpful. Yes, but they are not step one. Step one is awareness. From today, Before you open your phone, pause for 3 seconds. Just 3 seconds. And ask yourself one question. What am I feeling right now? Am I bored? Am I stressed? Am I avoiding something? Am I anxious? Am I lonely? Am I tired? Because once you name the emotion, the addiction becomes weaker. Most people scroll without thinking. They don't even know why they open the phone. They open it like a reflex, like breathing, and that's the danger dot. So your goal is to break the autopilot. Break the reflex. Catch yourself before falling. 3 seconds pause. One question. That's it, dot. And once you do this, you'll start noticing something powerful. You will notice that most scrolling happens when you're trying to avoid something important. Avoid studying. Avoid starting a task. Avoid facing reality. Avoid fear, and listen carefully. Your brain scrolls because starting is painful, because the first 10 minutes of studying feel heavy. The first step feels uncomfortable. So your brain chooses the easier comfort of scrolling dot. So here's the next step. Remove the pain of starting dot. Instead of telling yourself, I will study for 3 hours. Tell yourself, I will study for 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. Your brain can handle 5 minutes. It doesn't feel scary. But once you start, momentum comes. And momentum is stronger than motivation. Same with workouts. Same with reading. Same with work. Always reduce the starting pressure, because your phone addiction is not just addiction. It's also procrastination. And procrastination is not laziness. Procrastination is fear. Fear of failing. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of feeling overwhelmed. So if you want to stop scrolling, you need to stop fear-based procrastination. And the fastest way to do that is small starts. Now let's talk about the most powerful trick that works instantly. Make scrolling harder. Yes, you heard right. Make it harder. Right now, scrolling is too easy. Your phone is always near you. Apps are on your home screen. Everything is one tap away. That's why you lose. Because addiction wins when the bad habit is easy. So the rule is, make bad habits hard. Make good habits easy. Remove social media apps from home screen. Put them inside a folder. Rename folder wasting life. Turn off notifications. Log out. Put password difficult. Use app blockers. Set time limits. And most importantly, keep your phone far away when studying. Not in pocket, not on desk. Not beside you, far away. Because presence of phone reduces focus even if you don't use it. This is not motivation. This is brain science. When your phone is near, your brain uses energy to resist it. And that makes you tired faster. That's why you lose dots, so keep it away. Now the next step is the one nobody talks about. And it will change your life if you apply it. Replace scrolling with a reward, because your brain needs reward. If you remove scrolling without replacing the dopamine, your brain will crave harder. That's why people relapse. That's why they uninstall and reinstall again. Because they didn't replace the reward dot, so you need a healthy replacement dopamine, for example. After a 30-minute study, reward yourself with tea, music, walk, push-ups, short chat with friend. Anything that's not scrolling, but don't reward yourself with the thing that destroys you. Now let me stop here for a second. Because this next part is the turning point. Most people think scrolling is the problem. No, scrolling is the symptom. The real problem is a deeper one. Your life lacks meaning. When your life has strong goals, strong routine, strong identity, scrolling reduces naturally. Because your brain becomes busy with purpose. But when your life feels empty, scrolling becomes your escape. So the ultimate cure is build a life you don't want to escape from. And that's exactly what we will do in the next part. In the next part, I will show you the 3-stage system to destroy phone addiction permanently, how to rewire your brain for focus, how to stop cravings in 30 seconds, and the identity shift that makes discipline automatic, because once you master this, you won't just stop scrolling. You will become a new person, a person with control, a person with focus, a person with a future.